And welcome back here to the 1v2 semi-finals at the Glenorgh Lacrosse Club, bathed in sunshine. I'm joined again in commentary by Stefan and Braden. Boys, huge game this one.
It's going to be a spectacle, that's for sure. These teams have had some quite close ones throughout the year.
And I can tell you the North Eagles, we played them the last round of the year, and yeah, look, they certainly have some firepower when needed. Now, the one thing I did notice, and you can see out there, number 1 and number 0, they're playing 2 goalkeepers today.
Ooh.
So Jordan Cox and Daniel Robinson both playing for the North Eagles.
Okay.
And so how much does that... So they haven't... They're basically given up a longie or a shorty to bring the extra guy in. And also, they can serve penalties now.
Wow, that is interesting, yeah.
Because there's a second goalkeeper.
You're allowed to, is that
Absolutely. If you get a penalty now and you've got another goalkeeper on your side, you can actually go and that goalkeeper will serve. So that'll be interesting. And we see Jordan Cox getting the first nod.
Yeah, getting the start.
And I tell you, the first nod in the middle. This is a battle I've been waiting for all week.
Oh, absolutely.
Garrett Briggs up against Jack Woodford. And I thought this would have been the case, these two. Just 2 bulls about to go to war.
Will they be going at it themselves, or do you reckon you'll be flicking it out the back to Matt Fuss?
Well, if Jack Woodford wins this, and I found last week you've got to put pressure on Briggs in the face-off. You've got to almost be a little physical through that area. And
pretty good.
As the Shane Abbott, Marty Baker, Dave Campbell, is it?
Yeah.
Out the outer side there. And where's our 4th?
Bogger.
Bogger. Okay, so that's our officiating crew. Shane Abbott sets him. He is the head referee today. Oh, Jack just a little nervous there. And Briggs, there you go. He wouldn't have won one much easier in the competition this year.
That'll be the easiest one he gets all day, I reckon.
So Briggs will bring the North Eagles into offense for the first time. And kicks the ball over there, and Waller waiting for it. So Jack Waller kicks it down to Ranger. Braden Simpson just pops it back to Waller. And Waller back up the top, kicks it to Twisk. Twisky, he's had a good year this year as Nathan Twisk on that left. And, those lefties certainly come into their own, don't they? Tom Polden is wearing 6. And Tom Polden, right there, just throws it... out of bounds, and someone needs to go and get that ball, because we've seen what happens. They play the whistle, and if you're not ready for it, Sturt got done a couple of weeks ago.
Shane would have blown his whistle by now.
So ball, pressure, under. Oh, there's a wrap check, but let him play. No flags on that one.
Definitely hit stick there.
And you always watch that one, because normally the defender puts their hand on their back. So, Fuss just belts down on a big cut. Away from Westcombe, looks inside.
Oh.
And that's over the top.
Beautiful take around his knees and then a behind the back by Tom Freeman just over the top.
How many goals I'd like to ask? I'd like to ask the question to our viewing public. If you've watched this day, how many goals has Freeman got BTB this year? Because I've seen him get a few.
How many has he got over his career fed by Anson Carter?
Well, they work in absolute unison together in these fast man breaks.
The old righty-lefty combo.
Freemo. So, ball back up the top to Freeman, who kicks it out to Woodford. Woodford likes his matchup out there. Ball down the back, and this is where Fussy does his best work, at pace. Just beats the short, he steps around, and we saw that, and there we go. Matty Fuss puts the guys on the scoreboard for Brighton. Comes around, picks up the shorty, and we'll see that on the 180 replay.
Jeez, I reckon...
They can't allow that to happen.
I reckon at pace is an understatement here. Boy, he's quick.
He's
about 2 steps in front of him.
And not much Jordan Cox could do there. And Matty Fuss, I'll tell you what, if you're going to let him sort of play that game all day, he's going to end up with a bag full of lollies and treats.
Especially with a short pole on him, he will eat that up all day.
Yep.
Ripped it nice and low around his ankles. Playing the percentages, getting it off the deck.
So we see Shane Webber on the outer here, number 21 for the North Eagles, up against Mitch Fuss. And we see Jackson Stock in the middle. He's up against... that's a great check. And there we go. And that's why they've been so potent this year, because some of those guys, as we see twist, wang, they're on the board of the North Eagles. And that happened in a breath, and you can thank Shane Webber for that off this check on the outer side.
Wasn't a pretty pass, but it got there, the old bounce pass.
What about the yard sale there from Webber?
Got to hold on to your stick tighter if he's checking you.
That had some momentum in it, didn't it?
Absolutely, it went flying.
It did. So ball back to the centre. We've got 1-1 game. Oh, might be the highest scoring game of the year.
Wouldn't be
Keep going like this, and we'll bring that to you.
Wouldn't be upset at all. I love scoring goals.
So ball back in the centre. Woodford up against Briggs. Bogger just doing his best not to get the grass. And Briggs again with the ball. Steps down. This is where they've been good. Those, they get first use out of the centre through Briggs. And ball on the outer there. Harry Edwards. Just they're pushing out here, aren't they, Brighton? They don't mind doing that. They back themselves in the defence. And ball kicks up here to Gaspari. You can always tell Ryan.
Quality.
He's the one in the big red car.
Quality pedigree to be having a short stick defender on.
Yeah, Woody does not mind laying the wood.
So Waller up to Gaspari. Gaspari left or right. He's just a big man, isn't he, Gaspari? And he uses that body well. Double came. So there's got to be a loose man here as Baker just recovers back into the centre. Twist with the ball. Lines up. Good solid defence there from Longo. Longo being an addition to the Brighton defence this year. Coming from Victoria, I believe. He'd been playing over there. So ball down the back. Looks to feed.
Braden Simpson looked to have a go here.
Simpson got a couple of cheap goals the other day. And yeah, I think you're going to have to shoot just a little bit better. It's a nice roll on and first shot of the final for him. You're going to have to shoot better than that on Clint Barker because he's a quality keeper.
Well, I don't know about cheap goals, Tony. They'll count in the end.
I wouldn't have had a career, Braid, if there wasn't cheap goals. So ball up the top. Oh, that's over back. So here's a race here, and I reckon Woodford will win this.
Track that
and
down.
He will push this to goal. He's got Waller behind him, and he goes through. Just tries to take the body.
Good luck laying a solid body on Woodford.
Push again. Just
Jack Waller.
Looks, pops down. Freeman, good defence. Puts him on the deck, and Cox out. Gray on the outer side here with the ball.
Let him carry.
Gray will head up, but he knows where his bread's buttered, and that is with Ryan Gaspari.
Give it to a shorty.
And Gaspari Simpson down the bottom, steps inside, bang, and there's another one.
Oh, definitely not cheap, that one. That was just pure sneak.
and what a great look there from Ryan Gaspari too. Just
and that's what happens when you push it.
Transition ball, isn't it?
They weren't man up. They
just wanted to just flat-footed on the outer side there. I think that was Green on that back side. Sort of ball watching rather than watching his man. And Braden Simpson, he knows how to finish a ball.
Oh, he's slippery. He'll step right around you.
Here we go. Now let's see how Jackson goes against
Westcombe, I think it is. Aiden Westcombe.
Yeah.
Got to watch out for the old long pole.
And here's a couple of rivals on the outer side. They play plenty of lacrosse together, Tom Polden and Mitch Fuss. So Stocky with the ball, pops it out. Oh, just good work there from Polden. But now they've got Westcombe in defence, and this is what happens though. If they do, and Mitch Fuss has the pace on Aiden, and they've recognised that almost straight away as Lambert comes on the field, and ball down the back to Freeman. Freeman kicks the ball down there. Trying to pick who that was up down the back there. Yep, sorry, I'm sort of skewed here. Number 10 for Brighton. And Stock steps inside. He's quick. Good save there from Cox. He's in the crease. And Shane Abbott right on the mark. So Jordan Cox with a big save. And he will bring the ball out. So it's a 2-1 game here. North Eagles over Brighton.
Jeez, that's a good pass.
Ambitious.
And just
Yeah,
It's going to pay off.
worked out nicely.
kicks it over there to Briggs, and they could
They
they
had the
well,
numbers
they
then.
slowed it down,
Yeah.
but they had the numbers with Polden and Briggs as the two defenders in Lambert, and Stock just made their way back into defence quite, I'll say slowly, or tardily.
Happy to just grind it up.
Briggs to Twisk. Twisk down the bottom, kicks it back here to Briggs.
Setting up for
And
a
this
big,
is the
nice
thing,
ISO.
they set this up very well. He will, you need to play good defence against him because he gets inside and he'll look at that and they always roll that
Braden.
off. Braden Simpson under pressure.
Oh,
Ball picked up, coming back the other way. Ground ball to be won, loose ball push.
Bit of chaos and Braden Simpson pushing the back.
So Dougie Shinnick just getting in the back of Simpson there. But loose ball, so there's no penalty on the play. About 8.5 minutes gone, nearly 9 minutes gone in the first term. This one's gone very quickly too.
Braden Simpson looking particularly dangerous early.
Polden, he shot a couple lights out the other night. Had some real heat on his shot, looks inside. That's not a great,
Good stick
not a
tip.
great, and he just needs to keep it going. But good work there as that ball flicked out there from Twisk. Simpson looks down the bottom, one-on-one.
Oh.
There's another one.
They're looking great coming around that bottom corner. Very, very sneaky.
We'll see here on the replay 180 traditional group. Was Nate Ryan just finding space down the bottom, and gee, didn't Nate Ryan like that? Out to a 3-1 lead, and Brighton wouldn't have been in this position too many times in the last 10 or 15 years.
Decade.
So they've got a bit of work to do here, but just good ball movement from the North Eagles.
So they're settled, but they're moving the ball. Whereas like the game before Burnside, they were moving the ball and not really at any pace. Whereas
And timeout called here by Brighton.
so it just goes to show,
Just
you
to
know,
have a
move the
little
ball.
talk about what's going on.
And just up tempo. They're
Yeah.
they're moving their feet quickly.
Yeah.
They're making those hard cuts, and the opportunities are presenting
Yeah.
themselves.
And look, and Brighton are missing Arlen Lim. They're missing Doug
Dougie
Brooks, and
and
they're missing
Ed.
Ed Pike.
Yeah.
But they're all
Offensive players.
well.
They're,
They play a bit of midi D, Dougie Brooks, but
they're,
you know,
they're getting
these are
it
the
done.
longs. These are the longs that are sliding off here. And
Yeah.
you know, are these young? There's no Pridham out there today.
Yeah, I was about to say, are they missing?
Pridham was in Div 1.
Yeah, they're missing Pridham a little
so,
bit.
you know, and so you look at their defense. You know, there's a couple of young guys down there in green.
Yeah,
You know, Shinnick's played plenty of.
he's been around long
pole,
enough.
But there's a
Will Dallison,
Yep,
Will,
and
young
you
Will.
see here Longo just limping, their other long sticker. number
Where's he?
21.
Where's he come from? Do you know?
I believe he came from, I want to say that he came from Victoria and
Right.
played over there. I think he played under rubber. He did,
All right.
out of Malvern.
Oh, yeah.
But he's in the forces,
Right.
so when he's come over here, I don't know where the connection is, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, but
Yeah.
I know he's come from there. But I think he's in the forces, and so transferred and
Yeah, right.
found himself at Brighton.
Very good. Yeah.
So
Handy acquisition.
So ball back in the centre. Briggs up against the stalwart in, you know, and but they need to put more pressure on that. As I said, we had last week had Ryan Stone at Sturt playing through that mid, and they were getting very 50-50 balls through the centre.
It's just it's a foreign sight seeing Jack Woodford get out muscled in a face-off.
Wonder if they'll look at changing that and going with Jackson against him, and then letting Woody go against was it
Or Nate
Ada
Ryan.
Westcombe?
Well, Aidan Westcombe, Nate Ryan, they all take it. But I'll tell you what, if Briggs is doing the work at the moment, you would certainly let it go. And Gaspari, he's a big game player too. Gaspari, he's a man that's very hard to shut down. And ball turns around. Waller with the ball. Picks it up, little flick, but all over that is Fussy. Geez, he shuts you down quickly, doesn't he?
Just
He's picked up
pressure.
Briggs.
So much pressure all the time, and you just can't run away from him because he's so fast.
So 3-1 it is, the North Eagles over, if you're just joining us live and free on LSA TV. Brought to you by 180 Finance. And the traditional group, again, steps down. Simpson, giving him plenty of room out there, aren't they? When he catches the ball. Edwards. He's off to college in the US next year, I believe. So another one that Brighton will potentially miss for the season. Ranger. Just really letting him go one-on-one here. And
looks content. He's not phased, really.
steps in and bang. Good. And we got a ward called there and a flag. And he turned around and given him a mouthful. And Bogger won't handle that. He's just telling him, I think I might have been hit a few times on my wrist. And I think you're going to find that there's an unsportsmanlike here.
That was a very quick trigger. Bogger made the call and had his hand on the flag already.
1 minute.
And Ranger is still going on about it.
And he's ringing his arms too. So while he did, he wasn't moving quick enough to get away from Harry Edwards, was he? You know, you're fair game when the defenders, when you go snail's pace.
Yeah, just dawdling
and out to a 3-1 lead still. But a man-up opportunity here for Brighton as we see their first man up. So ball down, kicks it to Fuss.
I believe they work in nice little triangles, Brighton do.
Ball out to Fuss. Back to Freeman. Freeman kicks it up to Woodford. Woodford down the side. Steps in. Carter fires, shoots, and just about takes out the bloke walking his dog down the back there.
That one is long gone.
Which was miles away. But he ended up plenty of fire, but high to high. We saw a bit of that last night.
Yeah, it didn't work out real well.
As the ball is in an offensive man-up set here. And ball up the top. If you can hear that whistle in the background, that's in the game behind us. So ball Freeman, pop over the top. So Carter's let one high. Freeman's let one high.
Yeah, he doesn't want to high to high either.
They're out of man-up now as that penalty's been released. So no damage done on the scoreboard for Brighton. And back to a 6-on-6 set. And you see...
Jeez, they've got a shorty on Matt Fuss again.
Yeah, and
I reckon
they want to get that match up. They want to get that match up right, wouldn't they? Because here we go.
Certainly an interesting choice.
Because he at pace, or not even at pace. So there we go. Ollie North just took responsibility there and made that switch.
Just play a two-man game at X and get the shorty.
But comes around, Will Dallison just slips with his... getting punished on the ground there, but good hold.
Got it away.
Up the top, so ball to be won. Gray, and there's a Ward. No, Carter. And just using the body well. Oh, there we go. Fuss steps in.
Shane's called something? What's he called?
Well, I heard a whistle.
Yeah, Shane's called something.
Might have been a moving pick there. And here we go, an opportunity as Twisk brings the ball into offense for the North Eagles. And I didn't quite catch that, but I must have been a moving pick in there, I'd say.
North Eagles again with another opportunity.
Clock on the field too.
Braden Simpson back on after his little outburst.
So ball outside Gaspari. I won't want to give one up. He's a big man, is Gaspari, and he will fight through those. Through those checks. Simpson looks, he's already got one of these. Oh, that's not far away.
Sloughing
so
a long way
on
Braden
the ground.
Simpson.
And there's whistles going on at the back here, but the players are reacting to them. I wonder whether they actually pulled the same whistle out, because they have different whistles, the black and whites. So steps down, fires, bang, that had some fire. Watch out in the back there. There's a free ball for the kids down the back.
From Jack Waller, that got sent.
He's a good young player, is Jack Waller. Able to free the hands. And Waller again looks, pops. That's the one they like. And good save there from Chippy, who just bats that one away.
Got his whole body down into that bottom corner and just gave it no chance.
But Gaspari with the backup, just looking for one to pop out here. Harry Edwards needs to play on the right side. Oh, there we go. And that is the whistle for the end of the first. Limited time we knew was on the clock. But it is the North Eagles in a 3-1 lead here on the 180 Finance traditional scoreboard. And much of a surprise there for you two boys with the North Eagles being up 3-1.
Yeah, it is a little bit. The North Eagles really owned possession in that quarter. So Brian are going to have to go to the drawing boards and figure out what they do with the X. if they change those matchups and get first possession or what they do. But yeah, 3-1 with Nate Ryan, Braden Simpson, and Nathan Twist all scoring one each, and for Brighton, the lone goal scorer in Matty Fuss. So.
And here we go. We got some replays of exactly what you were talking about there, Steph. Let's have a look at this. This was the Matty Fuss one. Just absolutely burnt those first 3 or 4 steps, and Jordan Cox not being able to get one on that. But other than that, it all went down the other end of the field, didn't it? We see that was the clearing stick. There was a yard sale, kicks it down the bottom, pop, and one-on-one there from Twisk. He liked that one, Braid?
Straight in the top corner. You can't ask for much better service.
And then we had Gaspari comes down, and you see just the defender not even really watching his player. Braden Simpson's played too many games at this state league level to let him just go one-on-one like that. And a big ground ball to be won here. Just kicks up, pops it down, comes around the back, Nate Ryan, and no one picking him up. And again, same defender.
And it's that bottom corner. It's the same spot that they're consistently attacking, which is good. Means they've figured out where they want to attack from, and they're sticking to it.
But all goals sort of been one-on-one.
Keepers haven't really had much of a chance.
They haven't, had they? So both defences are going to have to
tighten up a bit.
Tighten up, but I tell you what, the Brighton defence is going to have to tighten up a little bit more than that. And yeah, the young Green in the defence for Brighton. He's been beaten a couple of times now, or been out of position, I should say.
Yeah, just caught a little bit unawares. Maybe not fully anticipating the way that the North Eagles are going to go about their offence. They're happy to make those passes on the pick and rolls and just force those shots a little bit.
Just got an update, guys. In the second final over in Melbourne, Eltham and Malvern, it is 6-all.
6-all.
In the fourth.
Who won the first one?
Footscray, I believe.
Footscray got up over Willie?
Yeah, I believe by just a couple.
Was that the knockout one?
No, that was the qualifying.
Oh, that was the 1-2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
in reverse to us, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
So another one going down to the wire.
And don't forget, get on tonight over in Perth.
The WA guys going at it.
They will. You got lacrosse all day. What could be a better? You don't get a better Saturday than that, do you?
Not really, no.
So Briggs with the face here, and just waiting to get ready, and the boys just getting set.
Getting the hydration sorted.
Dave's all over that. Good to see.
And while we got to, just before they set, get in touch with Traditional Group. Great sponsors of ours. tradvc.com.au 83763639 as the face goes. Jack Woodford up against Briggs, and Briggs is just
got him again.
Monstering him there, isn't he? They're going to have to find something in there, because otherwise they're going to have first use of the ball all day.
He's very, very efficient. He's just minimal movement, just pure power straight over the top of it, and then he's a good ball handler once he gets the ball outside as well. So you can't really do much.
And my Smokey for the Memorial Medal this year.
Oof, big cool tone.
It is. So
I like it.
Ball up the top with Ryan, kicks it to Ryan Gaspari. Now to Nate Ryan. Imagine if they were all called Ryan, it'd be easy commentating, wouldn't it? But Nate Ryan with the ball. He likes what he sees with Jack Woodford at pace.
Good luck.
Woodford sticks with him. Kicks the ball down the back.
Oh.
Not a great pass, but made it work.
Picked up Gaspari on Fuss. And this is where Gaspari just good. Polden up against Baker. Polden steps in. Good save there from Barker. Ball to be won. Oh, good hit
good
there.
Hit.
Nice, fair,
and
just that's going to be a push afterwards. You know what? The ball had actually gone out before
already,
it even, So Shinnick, that's his second push of the game too. Got one down the other end.
Yeah.
So Gaspari up against Fuss, steps, pops, and puts it over. And
so Gaspari operating from the top a lot here. I remember in previous games sort of seeing him operate a bit more from X.
Well, I coached him out at East Torrens, and we went to a grand final, and his best position was coming from that top centre.
Just
because he could go left or right.
Got both hands, yeah.
And he's a big body to guard. So he could push in, and there we go. Again, step, pop, and there we go as we see Gaspari
on the left.
On cue.
Stuck it right in the top corner.
And that is a 4-1 lead to the North Eagles, and they cannot let him get away here. As you see,
That's just
Simpson
Braden
looks up.
Simpson paying him back for the one he gave him before.
Absolutely. As we see there on the 180 finance replay.
Just great vision from the North Eagles to all around.
They've just they've melded really well, haven't they?
Yeah, it's
the two
just
teams.
great chemistry.
They have.
Unselfish lacrosse, passing the ball, drawing, dumping, scoring.
And the great man, Scotty Gill, who's just sitting behind us, who does a wonderful job here. He's been on the end of plenty of those from Gaspari, with Gilly just firing bullets from X to him. So, again, Briggs just killing through the centre.
Oh.
And that's what they like. Here we go. Weber steps, pops, and but backup had.
How quick was that?
That's
They
more
work
great
really
chemistry,
well
is
together,
there?
Weber and Briggs.
Yeah.
And again, not afraid to throw that one-handed underpass
Yeah.
just into a running.
And they were on the same page. It almost looked like a set play.
They did a lot of that the other night, where they just didn't care if they had it in one hand, flick it over, just keep the ball moving, and they will wait. And what they really want you to do is wait. They want you to bite with that second slide or the first slide, and then they just flick the ball.
Because they have that great vision, they're happy to move it on and know where their players are and where they want it.
Ryan against Stock. Stocky doing a good job there in defence. Let him get upside, but there's over there the Twist. Twist steps in.
Oh.
Good save of that pipe.
Yeah.
And back to Polden. And Polden joining the North Eagles for the first time this year, coming from the Brighton Lacrosse Club. Kicks the ball to Waller. Waller up against Baker. Just steps inside far too easily. But ball to be won on the deck, and Fuss. Now he's got motors, and I don't think anyone's going to catch him. So here we go, fast man opportunity. Kick down, and this is where Brighton do their best work.
Great take from
Carter
Anson.
pops, puts, and just like that.
He had to reach for it, but corralled it nicely and took his time, stepped past the slide and just buried it.
See here on the 180 finance replay. And that's Carter, just too good.
Once again.
But transition ball.
Yeah.
Brighton will kill you on transition ball if you can hold that up all
Been
day.
doing it for a decade, Tony.
The difference is they're normally, after they score that transition goal, getting it out the face-off.
They normally get another one, don't they?
Yeah,
But,
they go bang, bang.
But there's no changes being made here in the face. They've still got...
I mean, yeah, he's getting beat, but do you ever go against Woody? He's that good. He'll come into it.
He always has, hasn't
Yep.
He's got that belief in him.
But again, back to Weber.
He's done it so well for so long.
And Weber, I remember a couple of games ago against Burnside, Weber, I think, ended up with 3 points, 2 goals and an assist. So they have that, their transition themselves.
Very dangerous.
Down to Waller, not a great pass, although he'll say it was a great bounce pass. So over to Polden to Briggs. This is a good matchup, Fuss against Briggs. Polden, again. I don't seem to worry him, does it? There's a bit of a mismatch here with Polden. He can fire a ball, and he fires that one wide. And another opportunity here for Brighton if they can pick the ball up.
Oh, Matt Fuss going for the Indian pickup a couple of times.
So Briggs, he gets a ground ball in the centre. And again, it's that little quick movement, isn't it? Where they don't just kick it on to someone else. Change the angles of where people are coming into offence.
Yeah, they don't care who has it as long as they just get that quick movement, don't they?
So Ryan with the ball. Down the back to Waller. Waller finds Gaspari. Gaspari against Shinnick. He's a big... He just has the body. And the box game, which he does play, Gaspari, he doesn't care with the pressure coming on him.
High.
And ball turned over.
Just left it
Harry
hanging.
Edwards, but under pressure, kicks it up. And there's a flag thrown in the background here.
Jeez.
2 flags thrown.
Ranger's going to
reckon one's going to be on Braden too,
Yeah,
yeah.
so they're going to, I reckon they'll probably be simultaneous here.
Bogger's got it in for Braden, I reckon.
Unsportsmanlike
He ain't putting up with nothing.
for both of them, I reckon.
So we'll just have a look here and see what the calls are. So we'll have 21 in green sitting.
In yellow.
Cross check for 1 for green. 2-1 slash for 1.
And all of this was behind the play.
Okay,
Brighton will kick ball.
so we got Ranger for a slash. And the advantage there, well, the ball was on the centre. The ball was actually on the centre line when they got rid of it. but where the penalty occurred.
It doesn't matter where you give Matt Fuss the ball, it's getting cleared.
So the reason that Brighton got the ball, then obviously there's the simultaneous penalties, but both serving the same amount of time, and Brighton with possession. So Brighton will keep the ball. So Fuss with the ball.
Perfectly happy to wait out this 1 minute.
I think he'll.
He doesn't care.
He does not.
He doesn't matter.
And he's up against Jack Waller, who's got some pace of his own, but not the
same.
pace. And he's looking to draw a flag here, but Jack Waller all over that, just playing good defence and.
Fussy didn't get out of second gear then, I don't reckon.
So 5 on 5 in the offensive end here. Carter with the ball against Gray.
He
doesn't
Great
mind that.
move.
Look, Freeman just opened up the other side too. His old mate.
As another
Step,
old mate,
pop.
Jack Woodford.
And that'll be that's a Brighton ball. Yep. No, good call there from Abbott. He had his hand up the other way, but then realised. Freeman with the ball. Up against Lukey Robert Sword, the great man.
Jack and Anson here, they'll like this matchup.
So both penalties released now, so a 6 on 6.
Oh,
Just pops up, and that's going to be fortuitous for Brighton.
How's
Big
that?
stick there from Weber.
just
Comes
all
off.
over him.
Comes off Weber's stick. How quick is that long stick slap?
Such quick hands, just one side, the other. Can't catch a break.
So ball down there. Allison with the ball, fires and just played the cricket front pad out to that one. Ball to be won, ground ball to be won. Great pick up there from Freeman. He might have won one there.
How's the late
check, and he's telling Marty about it too, isn't he? Just one straight across the legs.
Don't blame him.
And ball here. Steps inside, pops, and that's home off the back leg.
Off the inside thigh.
And Woodford says, yep, here we go. Let's tie this up. It's a 4-3 game.
Just where he meant to put it.
Watch this on the 180 replay. Talk us through it, Braid.
And he's just happy to engage, put the shoulder in, keep going inside, get the shot off, get his hands free. Just placed it.
He just came off the right-hand knee. Just into the back of the net.
Bit fortuitous, but you got to put yourself in it to win it.
I'll tell you what, put yourself in it to win it with Traditional Group because they will certainly look after you. So 8376 3639, tradvc.com.au, our great sponsors here on LSA TV. Give them a call, tell them we sent you. And the Suttons will certainly look after you as Briggs is talking about looking after himself here.
Oh, he's slick with it.
Pop down, not being able to pick it up there is Twisk. Waiting for the ball to run out, and that might have come off a gold foot. Fortuitous there for the North Eagles. But you make your own luck, don't you?
A little bit scrappy, but fighting hard for it, hustling.
Well, I did notice, last week when we played them, that sometimes with those little ones, they just throw the ball, and they're not always great. But, and they can look ugly sometimes. But they obviously back themselves to do it. And this is where he got one from last week. As flag down.
Tommy Polden. 2 flags or the same flag?
Well, I think the same flag there.
One.
But we'll work it out.
You'd like to think that refs are on the same page, and it's
So push for 1. So I think it's a 30-second push here. I'm just asking the question there is Dave Campbell. Not been relayed yet. So we're just looking for the relay of the. No, Dave Campbell hasn't had the illegal procedure. Too many on.
Interesting.
So
legal in the substitution box. Do you think?
Yep. Too many on.
Chicken is off.
There we go.
And they. Oh no, they're.
Great pass in front. Brotherly connection.
Of course, he will fire.
Oh,
that's off the post. And ball will stay with Brighton.
Matt Fuss can absolutely sling it on the run.
Just found that back post, didn't he, Matty Fuss? And they will try and eke the penalty out here. As we see Jackson Stock sitting in there. And Mitch Fuss. And there's almost just a little love tap to him. But you get off Briggs and you run into Weber.
Yeah, I'll be Kicking the ball away from Weber for sure.
I think I'd rather pass the ball on.
This is a good matchup. Just Fussy just milking it here.
They just run all day.
And penalty released now. So even numbers here.
And trying to get a sub, no.
And Fuss making his way down to an X position with his defender. And I think that's where they'll look to go through next time. One of these guys anyway.
Do have a pole on him this time, which I think is probably a better idea.
Lukey Robert Sword made that switch very quickly. And you see down the back here, young Dallison.
They're not fussy. Any short pole matchup will do.
And you see Steve Lambert. And he picks up Briggs. So ball up the top here with Carter against Gray. Down to Mitch Fuss. Kicks it over there to Lambert. Lambert against Briggs. Makes the swap. No, two-man game, and this is where they'll look at going, I reckon. So just Dallison with the ball, under pressure, just loses his feet there.
Second time he slipped over.
And the ground down there isn't fortuitous for dodging, but just throws it out of bounds. You don't see that very often, do you?
Freeman does all the hard work and
just tosses it out of bounds, and the ball is down the back with the North Eagles. It's a 4-3 game here. We've got about a minute and a half probably to go in this second term. And we see the ball in the stick of Lukey. Just pops it back here to Cox. So pressure. And Anson Carter's going to have to work. And if he needs to turn around because the ball's coming back right through the centre. And Gaspari just well aware of what was going on there.
Safe hands of Tom Polden. Back to Gaspari in the middle, and he'll push the pace a little.
So the North Eagles have another one here just before half-time. Simpson up against Green. It's been a matchup that's been good, but Simpson's certainly using his experience. Gaspari doesn't mind shooting those either. A good trail check there from Baker.
Yeah, lucky. Got the stick on. That was very lucky.
Gaspari just able to free the hands and put it in the right.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to pop that one over Chippy's top shoulder.
He's very crafty. He just always seems to get his hands free, doesn't he?
So limited time, I'd say, in this second term. We've got a 4-3 game. Brighton able to bring it back just a touch. Oh, Ranger steps inside. Good double. And he stepped in the crease. It's Shane Abbott all over it.
Yeah.
Wasn't he? Right on the spot, Shane-O.
All over it, yep.
Well, if you want to be right on the spot, get in touch with 180 Finance. They will look after you with all your refinancing needs. And if you do refinance with them, they give you $250 towards your club. That's a hell of a lot of meat raffles sold in one day.
That's some handy coin.
So get in touch with Chris down there. And ball kicked up. And we've got a timeout here. So Mango wants to have the last offensive opportunity and try and even this game up at half-time.
Yep.
There'd be probably, I'd say, less than 30 seconds in this second quarter.
Draw up a nice set play here.
And you reckon they've got one in them?
Yeah, the old stalwarts will come up with something, I think, and
something cheeky, I reckon.
Yeah, you'll see the likes of Anson and Fremo and probably Fussy, just doing something crafty.
Moving the ball quickly, off-ball movement.
Maybe a Fremo behind the back just to finish it at half-time.
Replay here. This was the one to Gaspari. Just stepped up, popped down, and puts it away. And didn't he enjoy that, Ryan? Hey? He probably didn't think he'd be playing finals lacrosse again, because he's been box orientated the last few years and hasn't really been that committed to the field game, and an opportunity for him to play. But tell you what, give him an opportunity to play Anson Carter, as we see there on the 180 replay. He doesn't miss, does he, Anson?
No, he's one of those players we were saying earlier. The game just slows down, and he has as much time as you can ever want, and he's a very good finisher. So let's see what the coaching staff here of the Brighton Lacrosse Club have got in store. Obviously, limited time in this second quarter. It is 4-3 here the way of the North Eagles. And Matty Fuss with the ball in stick. Can they tie it up coming into half-time? Really spread. Looked at Woodford. Down the back here. And there's the one that they've beaten. So, no, good. Steps inside. Have they got one? No, not with that sort of shot. Jordan Cox goes long.
Just didn't have enough pace on it.
And pops that one back over. So that could work. But I reckon the time clock in hand of Dave Campbell, they're going to have to need to move this very quickly because limited time left. Looks inside, just knocked down there really well there by, that was Lukey Roberts' sword. And he kicks it out, so 20, we hear the call 20. So there might be an opportunity here for Dave Twisky. No.
Nope.
Not even if he was Usain Bolt.
He wasn't getting that close.
Yeah. And we see the halftime score here. The North Eagles up 4-3 over Brighton. And good tight game of lacrosse at the moment.
Yeah, just it's a battle on both ends, offense and defense, not really having anything over each other, and good team lacrosse from both teams.
And our goal scorers for the first half there, Steph?
Yeah, mate. So we're looking at Brighton here, and Matty Foot's got the first one of the game for Brighton, and then obviously Anson Carter and Jack Woodford off the thigh, we think. He got one, so they're 3. And obviously the North Eagles, they had the 3 in the first quarter from Nate Ryan, Braden Simpson and Nathan Twist, and then they just got the 1 in the second quarter from Ryan Gaspari, so they're looking at 4, so 4-3 at half time.
And as we see here on our State League scoreboard, brought to you by 180 Finance and Traditional, and we might hear a quick word from our sponsors as we go to half time.
My name is Chris McGurr, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship. And if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today.
Yep.
All right, as we come back here, it's half-time. As the boys just get their last-minute instructions and get up and about, it is 4-3 to the North Eagles at half-time. And again, it's a low-scoring game, but most of these games have been. And I think Brighton's knocked off this team the last 2 games, but it's only been by 1 or a couple, right?
Yeah, it's been very close, and it's good to see that it's continuing. You can't ask for much better than, you know, a 2-goal game in the 3-4 and a 1-goal game at halftime here in the 1-2.
I mean, it's beautiful lacrosse to be able to bring to you live and free on LSA TV. And a huge shout out to our sponsors in the traditional group with the Suttons. And they put a lot of their time and effort into lacrosse, and we're pleased to have them on board. And obviously to Chris McGurr through 180 Finance. You know, get in touch with 180 Finance as they will look after you and your club as they, you know, $250 back if you refinance, Braid. Not only do you save money, but it's putting money back into in the bricks and mortar of the clubs.
And you can't go wrong supporting your club and supporting yourself, really. You're getting money, saving money. And if you do save money, your club gains money. So we've got a update, the men's semi-final 6-7 game from Eltham have recorded a remarkable comeback.
Hey, and I just want to give a big shout out to the Webbers who are watching over in Boston. I reckon they've got a party over there. It might be a little bit darker than it is here, which is beautiful weather. So a huge shout out to the Webber clan over in Boston. And from LSA TV here, we hope you're enjoying the coverage. And it's great to be able to bring that to you all the way across a big ditch.
I reckon you could do a good Boston accent, Tony.
Eh?
I reckon you could do a good Boston accent.
Nah, not even going to go there.
No?
No,
All right.
leave it for that. But I'm sure there's some celebrations going on over there. So, yeah, boys, from us to you and the families, we hope you're enjoying seeing this. We hope you enjoy the second half of this 1v2 game as the boys are about to be set. And Briggs up against Woodford. And we will just start to get on here. We might just have to get the camera on because
we're getting a ring in on the camera.
We're getting the ring in because I don't know where our cameraman's gone at halftime. Might have gone for the apologies for that.
He's coming.
Ball won by the North Eagles, and it is a back into an offensive set, and it's been a bit like that all day through the face-off. Has Briggs, and he gets first use of the ball.
North Eagles just getting their subs on, making sure they get the right personnel.
So back into offense. And if the North Eagles could get a quick one here to start the second half, just like they did in the first, that's what the coaching staff would have certainly been had that drawn up.
I reckon it's that time of day where the sun might start to come into effect here.
Yeah, that nice shiny day today. That sun will be horrible in the second half, I think.
Yeah, wouldn't want to be looking into that, facing a step-down shot with any power.
So ball coming around the back through Ranger against Green. And ball up the top here with Waller. He let one fly earlier, and Polden has the ability to let one up earlier. Baker against Polden. He's just using his weight, getting inside. Good trail check there. Great pick up, and that well done from Fuss just being on the side. But Baker with a fantastic bit of defence there. Might have seen a little bit of that at Brighton training over the years.
Running it out nice and easy.
So ball with Carter.
Brighton
Carter
willing to push this.
Steps down, pops it over the other side, looks inside, comes around the corner, pops back to Carter. Carter steps down, and we still see Cox in the cage for the North Eagles, so didn't make a change there to Robinson.
Haven't elected to get a change, but we
Flag
have elected to throw a flag
on,
here.
And Jack Woodford just monsters. Penalty
had
to be had
three of
here.
them draped over him at one point there.
And a couple of shout-outs. If you are online, give us a shout-out. We'll try to get to as many as you can. I've got my phone back charged again, so I get to have a bit of a look. Sue Orton says, go North Eagles. Izzy Larwood says, go North Eagles. Harijana says, Brighton L. So I'm saying, yeah.
Succinct and to the point.
Succinct to the point, yep, no. Big Has, just stepping over, and the flag called there.
Probably was in the back.
might be a push.
And that was a very good
Hold.
flag toss by Shane.
He's good at that, but now he
Yeah.
has to go and pick it up because he threw it about 12 metres behind him.
He can go fetch his flag.
Takes his own flag.
Yeah.
And David Perez says go Eagles as well. So,
Wouldn't mind seeing a Matt Fuss step down in this man up here.
well, they're in a 4 zone now. So they're Fuss
Come on.
and Cox just taking up the right amount of cage there.
I don't think he saw that.
Definitely not.
So ball down the back to Fuss.
And the
Back
sun
to
wasn't
Carter.
a factor.
Slung that one low to high.
Carter, Fuss, man release. So they're back to a 2-man
Oh,
release.
and
So
they're
just
even.
Both of them.
both penalties being released. So they're back to a 6-on-6 offense. Carter steps, pops. Oh, just a little. That was meant. That was a meant pass. He saw over the other side.
And Freeman had his stick low too. He just couldn't quite get to it.
It's a ball up here with Fuss. Takes on North. Steps down, pops the ball around. And ball kicks out here to Fuss at pace. Steps above, pops. And that one's just gone off the keeper. And you see Freeman, he's a little labouring a little bit there to get that ball.
So that shot by Matt Fuss was very similar to the first one, except the first one he managed to put back across Cox to the offside, and this one was more in the centre and actually hit him in the legs.
So Fuss with the ball. The Matt variety up against Twisk. Kicks it down here to Carter. Carter against Gray.
Just chilling out in
He
the
likes
shade.
his match up here, doesn't he? And just kicks it back down and just redirects and bang, steps around. Someone lost their stick there. Another flag down here. So we're going to flag.
Why was that?
Gold 1 slash. So that ball is turning over. So there is Carter just giving the ball up, but Gold 1 has a slash there.
So that was Mitch Fuss.
So Mitch Fuss
getting a little bit over-eager on the offense.
getting an offensive foul.
It's a coach killer, that one.
And Briggs will take the ball in the centre. So Brighton had a man-up opportunity, a 2-man-up opportunity, did nothing with it. It comes back the other way. And the North Eagles now with a chance to build this lead. They are currently 4-3 up. And they look for you to bite on this one. And they don't mind throwing that through ball either. So ball to Briggs.
So do they run the wheel here, Tony?
Kicks it to Polden. Yep, here he goes now. Polden steps in. A little bit of a triangle, just sucks out. Comes around the back. Kicks it to Rang. So Simpson. Back up to Briggs. Ball steps, pops. Oh,
Good
Chippy.
save by Chippy.
Chippy
We were
will,
right behind that one.
Chippy will eat them all day.
Stick side high.
Give it to Fuss and let him run.
Got to be better than that.
And I don't think shutting anyone down here. He's actually got the defender here in Shinnick by himself out on the right-hand side because Gaspari hadn't come to pick him up.
Fussy will just sit there with Ranger on him and kill this penalty.
Oh, that's not a ball you want to give.
That's not the pass, though.
You know what?
Fussy,
Fussy
I just talked
apologising,
him up.
I think.
Yeah.
And Fuss is released from the bench and making it really difficult on him. But Fuss is with motors too. So there's an opportunity here, but no one else going with him. And hasn't seen Gaspari behind him either. There's a push. So there's a flag there. Not a great play.
Was it a push?
Just in his back
Yeah,
shoulder.
no, absolutely was. Absolutely was. Extended the arms and put enough pressure on him to get in the back and bog a right on it.
Always.
It's just hard to get in front of someone and knock them over. Chances are, if you're knocking them, it's in the back.
Well, as soon as they put the hands in the
momentum.
back, there's a penalty.
Yeah.
You know what? As soon as those hands go into the back of the offensive player or player in front, there's a penalty. And they will call it every day of the week whether or not they go to ground. So you see that with that one-handed slash. Fuss, he doesn't mind firing them either. Man-up opportunity.
Oh.
That's in the same shoulder.
So you reckon Jordan Cox is going to be dot-to-dot tonight?
Oh, no, there's 2 dots in the same spot.
Yeah. So, ball, still in a man-up situation.
go.
Fuss, he just fires. And Cox comes off the stick.
Penalty released.
Plenty of heat. There's no way there was stick on that.
But their man up is just looking for those bottom corners to try and shoot low-angled shots, aren't they?
And then they get a top centre, plenty of angle, and miss the cage.
So, ball down the back. Freeman just throws the fake, kicks it up to Woodford. Now, big time player is Jack Woodford. He just uses body. Oh, there's a hold.
Yep.
And Twist, no argument there from Twist. That'll be a hold.
Very silly.
Yep,
Just
right
wasn't
on
needed.
the spot. Technical penalty. But they need to get one of these, don't they? You know
Yeah.
what? The opportunities are presenting for Brighton, and they're just not putting them away.
It's un-Brighton.
To not capitalise for this many in a row.
Yeah. It's and the penalties.
No, they just got a sub. They got a sub.
I was like, hang on a minute.
So, Fuss fired one before.
30
Kicks the ball down the
seconds are
back.
quick, but they're not that quick.
Fuss again kicks it over to Carter. Carter down the back. Back to Carter. Up to Fuss. Fuss. Good ball movement there. Over to the other Fuss. Pops, and that one's gone wide. So they're definitely looking for those bottom corners, right or left, to put these shots away.
You think this is where they're missing Arlen Lynn and Edison
Absolutely.
in
Just
the
just
middle?
finishes, yeah.
Look.
Arlen comes that corner, doesn't
Fire. And
Yep, there we
I tell
go.
you what they're not missing. They're not missing the heat of Matty Fuss, and he just needs to do that more. And everyone getting around Chippy, because that all started with a good save down the defensive end here. And shutting out the man-up opportunity.
he? Now, do you reckon Chippy will enjoy this if they get up against his
Oh, yeah. Big
old
time.
club?
Big
will.
time.
He in a final, he would never have played North Adelaide. I was in a final, so
Well, you think about that next week.
yeah.
Who do Glenelg want to play next week out of these two sides?
Cody?
Whoever gets beaten up the most.
Got an answer, Cody?
So, but one of them is. But it's a low-scoring game. It's 4-4. Brighton managing just to eke it back. And we see Jackson Stock into the face-off here. Hasn't had too many face-offs against Briggs, and that's probably why.
Doing
Oh, there's a
again.
hold there. But Briggs just going about it. We're going to have a loose ball hold. And it will go to the way of North Eagles. So, and the ball. And there's plenty of... there is plenty of voice around here telling the black and whites just on what they should be called and what they shouldn't be. As we see the splits done there from Jack Waller. Good.
I think some of those comments are coming from one of our sponsors, Tone.
Are they? That's okay, because they're allowed to
They
voice
can do what they
whatever
want.
opinion
Yep,
they want.
Absolutely. Keep it playing.
Oh, I thought there was a push-up going on there.
Oh,
Matty
that's
Fuss
a
and Briggs.
flop if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, give him a penalty for flopping. So, ball. Nate Ryan just under pressure there from, or not under pressure, but being defensive. And this is the one. Yeah.
Ooh.
And Braden Simpson
doing that all day,
allowing,
hasn't
and that's backed up there by Fuss.
Just great awareness.
Fuss could run this coast to coast, given the opportunity, and Briggs realised that. He hasn't seen the
Go on, Chip, go for a run, Chip.
Chippy just launches up. Carter,
Really didn't want to get caught on that one.
And there's that bounce again.
ball down. So, Polden just not picking up the ball. And we see Chippy just sort of panicking there with that clear. As the ball gets given to Ollie North. Ollie North throws the ball over there. And the ball will come back down to the offensive end into the hands of Braden Simpson. And we're going to have a time out here called by the North Eagles.
Oof. Pressure's on now, 4-4.
And what have the coaching staff here in Glasbrook got to say? They're obviously talking about it. Now, they haven't been in this position in 20-odd years.
Who's
North.
that, Brighton or North?
North. Well, probably Brighton as well. Well, I reckon 2006 they were in this position, so they're 15 years or 16 years, but they've had a lot of experience. But the North Eagles haven't had this experience in the last sort of 15 to 20 plus years. So, you know,
Ooh,
coaching staff haven't had it.
big call too, Tony. Look on the field, big call.
Yeah.
Something's just about to happen here maybe. Is Robbo coming in for the hug or is he coming in to take out Braden?
No, just coming in for a bit of a
Chit-chat,
chit-chat, I think. He's
revving him up.
Just a bit of motivation.
motivation.
Yeah.
Come on,
Ooh.
boys, let's keep going.
Yeah, you're right though, Tony. North haven't been in this situation, so it'd be interesting. Do the young guys get them up, or do they kind of crack under a bit of pressure and Brighton's experience rise to the top?
Well, you sort of see Brighton in these situations in the past, and they have the ability to put 5 or 6 on you
Turn
very
it on,
quickly and,
yeah.
and turn a
And
game.
game's over.
You know, North Eagles, new to this finals caper, but, you know, they've played really good lacrosse all year, but I'm just saying, you know, is this where the experience in finals lacrosse comes down to it?
Yep.
We're halfway through what we call the premiership quarter. You know, probably 5 minutes to go in the premiership quarter. And there we go.
Oh.
And this could be something.
go.
And so a man up or a fast break opportunity. Coming down here with Lambert. Lambert with the ball. Looks left, right, and pops that one to the side. Back up had there by Brighton.
That was a great take from Will Dallison because that actually got a little tip off the defender's stick.
Yeah.
He's been good in that offensive.
Yeah.
He's lost his feet a couple of times, but he's retained the ball when he has and just moves it on.
And they'll be looking from the experience of Carter and Freeman and Woodford and Fuss through this offence now. You know, an opportunity for Brighton to try and get in front for the first time for the game right now. So a good offensive set. Lambert's out there. Freeman, and they're looking for this little two-man game behind, aren't they? You know, that's that very box, and there's got to be a moving pick there. Bogger calls the moving pick on Carter and Freeman.
Big call in the context of the game.
And that was in too.
And he did put it away. And right there, they're just looking, and Freeman just looking at him going, what are you calling? But the black and white's right on it. And North Eagles with an opportunity now to do the same this end.
Not set a moving pick, hopefully.
So Simpson just manoeuvres down the back on green. Kicks it over here to Waller. Jack Waller up against Lambert. Lambert, well, that's a free arm. Ooh. And there's another one. So Waller with the ball, just looking to get inside. The second one's not there. Good save.
Chippy, good save.
In the crease. Circle. He's got a push, so Marty's called a push. Shane Abbott's called a... Okay, so Marty called the push. Shane Abbott called the in the crease. And push has been deemed. So ball back in. Brighton were looking to break there. Briggs, and there's a flag. That'll be a hold. So Baker calling that one for a hold.
Might be a cross check.
Oh, I've got him for a hold. I reckon it'll be a hold call here. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Held his neck with his stick.
Yeah, well, he engaged. The problem is that he engaged that contact. So when the stick got there, it's a hold because as he comes around the corner, he's already in that position.
You could have a new career, Tony. That was a call that I would never have called.
No,
very good technical call.
I'm very happy to to be commentating and coaching.
That is.
So opportunity here though for the North Eagles. So
see if they can capitalise here. They've had a few opportunities.
Well, not many people have capitalised on these man opportunities all day. Holden steps in, kicks it at Briggs. It's only a 30, so they're going to have to move the ball.
Bottom corner.
Pops down, looks down again. Good rotation there. Steps inside, Baker. Whoa. And there we go. Briggs, top shelf.
Oh, he let him know about it too.
Just pops that one away and puts what is a really tight game here at the Glenelg Lacrosse Club to we see here on the 180 finance. Talk this one through us, Bray.
That was a great pass from Twisk. Found him free and off stick side top corner. They are real hard to save.
Just ball movement, just kicking that ball, making that extra pass, and try not to do too much with it.
And turning the keeper.
Yeah.
And what they did do is Lambert was caught down in defence in that man-up opportunity. He was the one that was the slide to that from the crease and just went to ground. So Briggs able to put that one away. And we've got the North Eagles out to a 5-4 game. And send us and Richard Smith says, when did Lambo get so fast for the fast man opportunity? Now, there's a good opportunity here, but Briggs.
Oh, here we go.
Another fast man opportunity, just kicks that one over.
Oh, good take.
Great take. Look at the little flick there. They don't mind doing that sort of stuff, just keeping the ball moving. Looks inside.
Very free.
Again. So, ball up the top. Waller.
Good slide.
Just runs into a monster. Ball down to be won. Good work there from Green. Kicks it out. Fuss is out. He is out here if he can get the ball. And the ball is three-quarter time. So right on the death of three-quarter time, North Eagles get one to away. And we've got a one goal ball game. Are we going to my favourite golden goal break?
Oh, geez, I hope not. You get too excited.
I don't get too excited. What ball would you want? Golden goal in a 1v2 elimination final.
I just don't know that your heart can handle it, Tony.
I can. I've got a new valve. They can't damage it now. Hey, been there, done that. And goal scorers at the moment only one that quarter, I reckon.
Yeah, mate. Well, there's two. Matty Fuss got one for Brighton, and then Briggsy. The American import got one at the very end.
And here we go.
So you'll see this on the replay.
So this is the Matty Fuss. I'm going to say this had heat on it, didn't it? I tell you, from
Jeez.
here it turned up about 3 degrees from when he shot that.
Jordan Cox just stood there.
Yeah, and then Briggs here on the man up from
Pass,
twist.
pass.
You watch the shorty defender just goes to ground.
Yeah,
Didn't want to stand in
Got
front
to
of
stand
that.
up and take that.
yeah.
It's a tough game.
My name is
And
Chris
tell you
McGill,
what,
and I'm excited to
this
be
won't be a tough
supporting
game if you get in
Lacrosse
touch with these guys.
2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship. And if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris McGill, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance. For every new Lacrosse supporter loan or refinance settled, your club will receive $250 in sponsorship. And if we hit our target, that's $12,500 going to Lacrosse SA clubs this year. So reach out to me today on 0480 311 301 or email me on chris@180finance.com.au to find out how I can save you money today. My name is Chris McGill, and I'm excited to be supporting Lacrosse SA in 2022. Our goal is to provide 50 property loans and save our supporters $50,000 through refinance.
Here we go, and we're back here at fourth quarter. So 1 goal each that quarter. Makes it a 5-4 game. Briggs up against Woodford. Webber on the outer side here against Baker.
Long on long, short on short. Here we go.
So ball to be won.
Here we go. Made a
Kicks
meal
the
out
back.
of it.
Fuss.
Oh.
Has he got a fast in him? This one could tie it up if he gets down, looks down.
Oh,
Just
talk
missed
about
the
those
handle of
cheeky
the
little
ball.
flick passes.
And probably,
It's to his stick too.
you know what? I'm going to say, just got possession for the first time out of the face, just about all day. And transition sort of broke down a little bit. Maybe just hold the ball.
That's just what they do, though. They got to score in those fast break opportunities
North just steps over.
to play their natural game.
And this is where the pressure's got to come from the shorty on North.
Let him, yeah.
You know, but just allows the easy pass there to Polden. And we'll see the North Eagles. And guys, where do you think the game's going to go from here? We're in the last quarter. We're 5-4 up.
Yeah. I'd like to think Brighton's experience gets them over the line, but North Eagles' unpredictability, it could be going to your favourite time, Tony. Could be going to OT.
Oh, golden goal. Oh, does it get any better than golden goal?
Well, we've had one already today, Tony. We had Malvern and Eltham go to OT with Eltham getting up over in Melbourne. So the second
picked his pocket. Ranger. Oh, big save.
Oh!
Barrels him.
From the ground.
Whew. Let's have a look at that one.
Jeez, this is an individual effort.
We thought the Benny Robinson goal was good
still
before.
reckon
Talk
that's
us through
better.
this. Did he get the save or did Fuss get the save?
I don't know, but it was a good
Braden
team effort.
Simpson.
Goodness
take
me.
a bow.
Take a, yes, agreed, Steph. Take a bow. Is that the thing that breaks this
Yeah.
open? Look at,
Well,
I mean,
I'm still going with North in regulation.
okay. Tell you what, Michael Fuss says fire up Bombers. When John Walkley said, let's go North Eagles. We got to like that. And the Webber clan over in Boston, they'd be loving that. Two goal game. So ball out. Briggs takes the ball. Good. Nice there, just from Briggs. And just throws the ball the other side there to Paddy Gray. And this is where you got to put the pressure. Long sticks carrying into short, and they've got their 2 short sticks. There's a nice little love tap to Webber from Shinnick. So, and I tell you what they're going to do now, Braid, by the look of it.
Run the clock down.
Yep. They are in absolutely no hurry whatsoever to get this done.
I'd be careful though, Tone. If they do this, they'll almost, Brighton can go down and score, like you said earlier, in 2 seconds.
Pops in.
So they've got to be careful. 2 goals is definitely not enough, I don't think.
No, and they just showed there that maybe that's not the case because they looked up. Polden, steps around, pops. Chippy with a big save. How big is that save in the context of this game right now when Polden can free his hands?
And a great outlet to another runner in Matt Fuss.
Just slipped. Paddy Gray just slipped.
Here we
Here we
go.
go.
Some
Carter,
opportunity
finish.
here. Oh, pops,
Oh.
bang, and we've seen that numerous times this year. Huge save from Chippy, and look at him. He's telling everyone about it, isn't he?
Chip.
He has
is his
stepped up
goal.
the field and gone, is that all you've got?
This really is the key to scoring on Jordan Cox, getting him moving.
Yeah,
Backside.
He was
And
all
I'll
out,
tell you,
all
that,
sorts.
that whole play in that transition, Paddy Gray went to turn and just slipped there, which allowed Carter to get beyond him. As soon as Carter got beyond him, just popped in, the slide had to come, and Freeman, that's his first of the game there.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, yes. First goal. He's got 1-1. So
So 6-5, so my golden goal's looking better.
that's what Brighton needed. A quick reply from that other goal from North Eagle. So it's still 1 goal. It is absolutely anyone's game.
And again, I say, how big is that save from Chippy?
And it's not just the save, it's the outlet
Oh,
to the
great
correct
work
option.
there from, look, you
I
can't,
told you he was coming.
you can't,
Woody.
steps, pops,
Oh, good
great
knockdown.
knockdown, Ollie North. Clearing the players is someone there, Weber. Picks
Oh.
a little BTB to his teammate.
He just wasn't ready for it.
That's come off a North Adelaide stick.
Bang.
Bang! Have some of that.
Jeez, they'll be copping it on sportsmanlike for that one. No.
No,
Let him play. Let him play.
And I'll tell you what, Anson
Yeah,
Carter.
That's 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds.
That's got to be 4 seconds in
Oh.
the circle. No call there.
Slow count today.
Oh, Dougie.
Nice
Dougie.
Dougie. They've got to watch the offside here.
Got it covered.
They're covered. Kicks it over. Now they need to just settle this down. They've been up and back. How big was the hit on the outer side there? I reckon
the two of them.
Couple of
I can-
hits.
I can tell you, the spectators over there, a bit like the the Commonwealth Games with the cyclists going in there.
They were sitting on their laps, I reckon.
They were.
It's like watching a movie, except it's in 4D. It's
Doesn't get
really
any
coming at you.
doesn't get any closer than that to the action, does it? When you see Anson Carter, Australian player, sitting on your lap. So, and here's Fuss. He'll just step in. Look.
He had him beat. He had
Oh,
3 of them
they've
beat.
got 3 there. Steps around Carter. Oh, no backup.
Around Lukey Roberts'
Oh.
head too.
No backup whatsoever. And the ball's coming back the other way. And a bit of a game going on behind us too, I think. Glenelg v
North.
North. So North Adelaide doing really well. As we see Twisk bring the ball into offence. Kicks it over here to Waller. Still a 1-goal game. About 6 minutes gone in the 4th term. And they can't put the cue in the rack now, can they?
Nah. You're playing to Brighton's hands almost if you do that.
So with the ball, Gaspari. He'll like that matchup just quietly.
Yeah.
And they've recognised that too, the North
Oh.
Eagles. And they've just said, let him have a go.
Let him do his thing. Get out of
Let
his
him
way.
have a go. Looks down the back. Pops. Kicks the ball up. Polden.
Oh,
Bang.
save,
Save again from Chippy.
Jeez.
So here we
He's
go.
come up clutch, hasn't he?
Well, you could almost, I don't know whether how many timeouts Brighton have got, but I know they're not adept to using them all the time. But Fuss under pressure. Oh, looks down. Pops.
What a
puts.
pass.
Oh, great take from Freeman.
That's
and the
just-
cream is rising, isn't it?
That
It
is
is.
just quintessential Brighton lacrosse right
That
there.
is Class.
Look at this on the 180 replay.
That is.
And another great save from Chippy.
Oh,
Oh, it's huge.
Pops. Great look inside. Bang. Pops it away.
caught it under pressure,
And
held it to make sure he had enough time, and then popped it in.
And have a guess what, boys?
It's gold. It's tied.
We're 6-all.
Oh, there's plenty of time left.
I know there's plenty of time, but here we go as Lambert lines up with Weber on the outer side here.
That's 2 massive saves by Chippy, and they've gone down and scored both times. That is unbelievably.
And who's led the break both times?
Fuss.
Matt Fuss, and he's currently on the bench.
And Freeman
He's gassed.
just finding his
He
range.
must be
And I can tell you,
knackered.
after he got the first one, he did just sit there. Good work there from Stock.
Very good
Stock has
work.
the ball in the back of his stick. Another fasty break here. Opportunity, bang. Not there. And they've taken their own players out there of Briggs and Lukey Roberts-Sword.
He's back up though, got the ball.
Oh, that's going out of bounds. There's a big contest to be had here.
Oh,
Comes off of Weber's foot.
15 years ago, that would have been carnage, Tony.
Sheiks wouldn't have let him go.
That
I was
would
going to
have
say
been
there would have
shoulder.
been red and blue lights on the field driven on there at that point. because no one would have got up from that contest. But ball here over to Polden. Polden's been very attacking in the last 5 or 6 minutes when he's had the ball.
He's been very handy for him.
And Gaspari's going to pick up Lambert. So Gaspari must be thinking if he could write a story.
Be licking his lips.
Harry Edwards up against Twisk.
Move the ball.
Move the ball, and
There
this
we
is
go.
the one.
Go
So
right.
Gaspari, right,
free.
steps out. The slide has to come. Just running rings around him at the moment. Pops, puts, and there we go. And a flag on the play or after the goal. So that'll be interesting.
Was a slash on the play, I reckon. Or maybe a hold.
Well, we'll have a look at this because he scored the goal, and if
Face-off.
that was after,
That'd be a face-off.
Definitely face off.
cancelled, no. Okay, so he's
Hold.
got a hold.
Yeah.
Oh, only a hold.
Only
for
a
Yeah.
that.
hold.
Only a hold.
But Gaspari,
Wasn't it?
hey, again, we talk about the experience for the Brighton Lacrosse Club, the
They're being-
experience of North.
Yeah, they're
Just-
being smart. Ryan's not down in attack. He's coming through the midfield and plucking that shorty, and then he's trying to obviously capitalise on that.
He must be waking up at the moment, Gaspari, going, who did I bless this morning? Because every time he's come down here, you would have a poll on him every day of the week.
Yeah, you got to get a change up on that.
Well, he's too good a player to just let go.
Or you just manhandle short poles.
He's having his way with him at the moment.
So ball back in the centre.
Oh,
Oh, break. And Marty Baker all over that. So an opportunity here. We've got about 10 minutes gone in the fourth. Currently, North Eagles leading 7-6. Paul Larwood says, go Eagles, watching from Balladine, Queensland. Paul, big shout out to you, mate. And they've got the sun here too, have the Brighton Lacrosse Club, but are they going to take some time out here, the North Eagles? Oh, Polden gets around. Another big save from Chippy.
Chip.
Ball out to be won. Might have been a bit of a... So Shinnick with the ball.
Going to have to run faster.
That's a hold. That's definitely a hold. Still a hold. Nothing called. Woodford on the ground getting whacked. Ball to be won. Out the back. Shinnick. And that is go. We've got an interference call here. Ball going to the Bombers. So Woodford will take the ball. And they need someone to present to him because no one is moving in the defensive end. And Shinnick needs to just take it over. And now needs to find and
Drop it at halfway and let Woody take it.
So
No, he's found it going.
So ball kicked up the top here.
Look to be employing some sort of shutout on Matt Fuss currently.
Well, he's quick enough to get rid of it. And here we go. Mitch Fuss comes on. So
It's the thought that counts, Tony.
He'll fancy himself against Paddy Gray.
So he won't mind this at all. Against Nate Ryan, he will most definitely look, steps, pops. Oh, that is a great take from Anson Carter. And Matty Fuss doesn't even worry about the celebrations for the assist. He's just off to the bench. And we've got a tied game here again, 7-all. Here with about 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. It is 7-all. North Eagles against Brighton. Who will take this game?
Chippy and Matt Fuss have led this fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Making big plays all over the field.
I'll tell you what, Chippy had a great play down here, but what I didn't like was the lack of effort from Brighton when Doug Shinnick picked that ball up to present for him.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's standing around waiting for people to do things, and is that going to be pivotal as the game comes into its last couple of minutes?
Jeez, it could be.
So
Could
this
be,
fight, how big is this face-off too?
Oh,
So Jackson Stock getting the last one he broke. Sorry, Briggs in the last one he broke. Stock getting the one before that.
It's getting more of a 50-50 battle towards the end of this game.
So ball down. Briggs has the ascendancy here in the face. Still has the ascendancy in the face. Needs to pick it up. Just pops it over the top. So ground ball to be won here. Who's got the impetus? So he's done what's he done? A calf. So Briggs has just stepped off. He's either done a hamstring or a calf there.
Oh, that's not good news for next week or the week
and
after.
Timeout called from the North Eagles. Or has he got cramp?
Cramp. Stretching it out.
I don't know. The way he...
I reckon it's the calf.
The way he went there, it looked like he'd popped a calf.
More of a calf stretch
But
than
they're
a
stretching
hamstring
it,
stretch.
so we hope for Briggs's sake that is just a calf.
Need some bananas.
Or a bit of pickle juice.
Yeah.
Pickle juice out there for him. So North Eagles calling the timeout here.
Still stretching, still in some discomfort.
We've got about 12 5.5 minutes gone in the fourth. It is a 7-all game. Who is going to go and meet the grand final, and who is going to go and meet Glenelg next week, Bray?
That's very up in the air at the moment. I mean, I'm not feeling confident about either which way.
And Lincoln Potter online says Tom Polden is bowling.
Bowling the ball straight into Chippy's stick.
Yeah, but he's doing a good job, is Tommy Polden out there. 2 minutes to go, we hear. So Stefan braving a hamstring.
2.5 minutes to go.
You should have seen the, I don't know whether we saw the Stefan Guerin run out there. He's braving a hamstring to go and get the time left on the clock. And Steph, what did you get there? About
2:20.
2:20.
2:20 left.
Hey, and if you look at the, I'll tell you what, Hayden Eag.
He's come in, stepped in for Gilly, and
he's just gone. It's seamless, isn't it?
Might be taking his job.
Master and the Apprentice.
Gilly 2, I think we call him. I'm sure there'd be a movie Gilly 2, wouldn't there? So what do North do here? Do they
try to score?
They look for the last shot. 2 minutes 20.
A lot of time. Brighton will score in 20
I mean,
seconds.
Brighton are going to look for the. Brighton are going to look for that transition ball if they get the opportunity here.
If you're going to go for the last shot, it virtually has to be a buzzer beater to
ball.
ensure that Brighton doesn't get another one.
Waller with the ball, kicks it to Polden. Polden picking up Fuss. They played a lot of lacrosse on each other. And the Baker with the slide, kicks the ball down the back. Ranger looks, kicks it to Twisk. Twisk kicks it over. And that's a better matchup on Ryan Gaspari.
That matchup's perfect, I
ball
think. Almost.
Back, down the back. Braden Simpson gets a switch. Dougie Shinnick. I like that matchup a little better too on Braden Simpson.
Yeah.
Harry Edwards. So about a minute 20 to go in this one. It is tied at 7-all. Have we got a game winner somewhere here? Shinnick just overplaying Ranger. Push him in the crease. And Chippy with a huge save. And they've called advantage here. So Chippy looks, pops, and kicks it to Mitch Fuss. So an opportunity here with about a minute to go in the fourth.
Gee, Chippy's really stood up in this second half.
And are we going to golden goal, or do Brighton have a game winner in them? About a minute to go if you're watching, and we call that time out, and we saw that coming just a little way away, didn't we?
Tactical.
Yeah, Mango's going to draw up some ridiculous play, and they'll do something, and maybe a BTB from Carter or Freeman.
Look at this fine people online. And Hayden Eag, look at him. He's doing a masterful job, as is Christian on the camera. But we have a 7-all ball game. Probably about 50 seconds to go in the game.
Plenty of time.
Brighton with an opportunity. Am I going to get the ability to absolutely go off here in golden goal? Or am I going to go off with a game winner with about 10 seconds to go?
Yeah.
So there's no real good option for us there, is
No,
there?
there's not. Either way, the fuse is lit.
It's ready to go.
Ticking time bomb.
So Dom Lyons says Stefan doesn't move enough for a hammy injury.
That's fair.
So that's fair.
Yeah.
Tony Stewart says fire up Bombers. Dylan Wood says Tom Polden game winner coming up right up. Well, he almost had that.
Yeah, he did.
But didn't find it. How big has Chippy been in the last quarter?
Huge.
Massive.
Phenomenal. Brick wall.
That's why he's number one.
The last 15, 20 minutes of this game, he has put the deal with an even game or they're 3 down and they're playing next week in a prelim final.
Yeah.
So what has Mango drawn up here?
Who's on the field too?
Something
Experience.
crafty.
So we got Fuss, Woodford, Fuss, Carter,
Dallison.
Freeman and Dallison. So they're the 6 that'll get this job done. And they'd want to because it's just starting to get a bit darker here.
Yeah.
But it is...
Ran
Chicken.
through that.
Oh! It is Mitch Fuss puts one away down the right-hand side. And I get to go off just a little.
Who needs 50 seconds when you got 5?
And I don't reckon that was the play that Mango drew up.
Watch
but it
this
just
on a
happened.
180 replay. Picks up the shorty, slide comes, pop, bang. Right-hand side. And there we go. Mitch Fuss puts him a...
The game winner could be the
But
game winner.
we've seen what's been happening all game. And what do? So Briggs is obviously not well enough to take this face off.
That hamstring is, or calf is
calf.
cooked.
Well, he just jogged off though. He was coming on.
They've decided against it.
So we've got Weber. And Weber's done this before too.
Yeah.
I've seen him with a transition ball out of centre with a long stick. So they need the ball in their stick to the North Eagles. About 30-odd seconds, 40 seconds to go. And we've got the ball here. pressure. Oh, there's
Timeout.
a timeout called to
Mango.
Brighton. Mango saving those timeouts for what he needs.
Yep.
And that could
That's
be.
the game, I reckon, Tone. I'm guessing
I wouldn't
15.
wouldn't want
10.
anyone other than Matt Fuss with the ball to start after this timeout.
Because will they come out with a double long pole on the ball carrier?
Well, they'll definitely have number 21 on him straight away,
Yeah.
pressuring ASAP.
Maybe him and Twigsy.
So we reckon there's, we don't know
15.
exactly, but maybe 20, maybe
15.
30 seconds, no more than 30. But what about young Mitch Fuss there, just burning down the right-hand side or left-hand pipe, pops that one down on the foot and puts him into a potentially into a grand final.
Couldn't have been any more perfectly in the bottom corner, that one. It was beautiful.
Jordan Cox just not being able to get down to that with the pace of the shot.
Oh, it's hard to step off that left pipe all the way across.
And I'll tell you what, if you don't have, if you don't have Matt Fuss
Yeah.
driving on you, now you've got Mitch Fuss.
Yeah.
Just deadly.
So we reckon there's about 30 seconds
Yeah,
maybe.
apparently about 30, 20,
About
30.
20 or 30. So they've put Weber up on, and I'll tell you what, Matty Fuss will just run this and wear penalty after penalty after penalty. No flags there as
Just get out his way.
Weber, he's stripped over and Fussy won't even bother with that. He's
No.
just going to take it down the back.
Too smart.
This would have been the play that would have been drawn up. Another big, I think, we're not seeing
Fussy
any.
will just wear these.
Not
That's-
stressed about throwing them checks.
And another person that will just wear them. Jack,
or
good
did
luck
he
getting the
trip
ball
over
out
there?
of his stick.
Oh, that's a hold. Flag down, hold. So they're going to, at this stage, they're going to progress to the,
Oh, good knockdown.
and that will stop the clock. Clock is on. Dave Campbell
Matt
just
Fuss
about to
just
put, just
stretching
about
out his hamstrings too. Maybe another little bit of cramp. Yeah.
Dave Campbell just about to put whistle to mouth then too.
Yeah.
So they're
He's
going
got
to
the
be in a
clock in his
man up
hand.
situation, and it looks like Brighton Lacrosse Club have booked their way into the 2022
Here it is.
State
LSA
League Grand
State
Final.
League Grand Final as the whistle goes, and there we go. Congratulations to the Brighton Lacrosse Club.
And do you know what?
And I'll tell you what.
Chippy in that last half.
And
Huge.
don't they love it? Look at him getting to him around it. He was
huge.
But take nothing away from the North Eagles.
Very good.
They gave themselves plenty of opportunities to win this game. And again, I'm going to say, I think it just comes down to a little bit of experience.
Yep.
Definitely. They've been here before. They know what it's all about. And it's like you exemplified it with Mango with his timeouts. He held him until he needed him. If he didn't need him, he wouldn't have called him. And it made the difference in getting the poise, getting the right people on for that last 20 seconds, keeping the ball and making sure nothing goes awry.
And a huge thank you to our sponsors, 180 Finance, for bringing fantastic games to you live and free, and obviously the traditional group. The long-term sponsors of ours, and we really appreciate having them on board for what was an absolutely cracking game. And if you do yourself a favour, go back and watch that one, especially that last half. That was just could have gone either way.
2 cracking games today, a 1-goal game and a 2-goal game. It's
Doesn't
just
get better finals than that, does it? And here we see. Let's have a look at these couple of replays. And I tell you what, this is the first quarter.
All the way
Matty
back.
Fuss. So we've gone back a long way. We're testing our memory. There's Fuss with the
burning
first.
around the bottom corner.
And then this one here, Weber. He'd actually stripped stock there, popped down the bottom, and just offside there was Twisky, and he was happy with that. And there we see Ryan Gaspari. Just finds the player on the back corner, just no feet movement from the defender. And Braden Simpson gets one of his couple. I reckon he got a couple for the day.
Yeah, he got a couple. Yeah, he had 2 and 1.
And work there from Shinnick, but it just popped out the other side. And we see here Nate Ryan coming around the bottom corner and popped that one away. And at that point, it was a 3-1 game. And you thought, well, North Eagles have come to play. Braden Simpson again just looks inside here, finds Gaspari. Gaspari just pops on the left up the top corner. And
At 4-1, it's a hell of a lead to...
It is, but then you never write off the Brighton Lacrosse Club. And there we go. Carter gets one to pull it back to 4-2. And you can never write this side off, can you? And this is where Woodford, he's done this so many times. He steps in, takes the body, gets inside, just no one comes, and he pops, and that was off the right-hand knee of Cox into the back of the
working
net.
the angles.
Yeah.
And Brighton come back the other way.
This
And
is that
was
absolute bomb.
bomb from Fuster tied up at 4-all, and that one had flames coming off the rubber.
Yep.
Just about melted it. I reckon they would have changed that ball after that one.
The net's probably going to hold
And
it.
Here's
this
the
is a beautiful
beautiful
one down
top
the bottom
corner.
here. Steps, pops, Briggs, and he liked that. Didn't need to go
Oh.
5-4.
Sure did. Maybe that celebration is what just did that little bit extra on his calf.
And you know, this one here.
Individual
comes around.
brilliance from Braden Simpson
That
here.
was good. That was 6-4.
Yeah.
So they got him out to 6-4, and again, Chippy or Fussy, I didn't see which leg that came off, but a huge save, and with great work there from Braden Simpson, and then it came back the other way, and that's when Carter got his first, and tell you what, when you light that fuse,
It's on.
he goes, I've just got one, let's give me another one, and he gets another one here, does Freeman, comes down, pops in, look, great hold of the ball, finds the space, pops it over the top shoulder. That was back to 6-all. All of a sudden, not finished yet, Gaspari. Looks down, steps in, goes through 2-3, drew a flag here, pops it away. We're at 7-6.
Still on.
And flag had waved off. Ball comes down the other end. Matty Fuss. Inside 1, inside 2, looks inside. Great take from Carter out to 7-all. And then you just look here on this one here, Mitch Fuss. Cometh the day, cometh the man. And he steps down, bang.
That's just clutch.
Just pure speed.
You know what? Just what the Brighton Lacrosse Club needed. And that puts them through to a
Grand final.
grand final in 2 weeks' time at the beautiful Woodville Lacrosse
That's it.
Club.
What do you
And,
call it, Steph? God's ground?
God's country. Perfect grass. No inch of dirt there.
And I tell you what, we couldn't have had that action without Christian Leray on the camera, our Spielberg for lacrosse.
Absolutely
Just
smashed it.
didn't miss a thing, did he?
Except for maybe just
A
that
few
one
seconds
time.
just after half time.
Yeah, that's okay. You know what? We didn't
forgive him.
We didn't miss
We'll forgive
anything.
him.
Nothing important
Nothing
happened.
important happened. But yeah, congratulations to the Brighton Lacrosse Club. To Hayden Eag sitting in on the desk here, done a fantastic job.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
He has.
Hasn't
and,
missed a thing.
To the boys right to me, Steph Guerin
Thank
and
you.
Braden Munn, thank you very much for being a part of this one.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. It's a fantastic day of lacrosse.
And from me, as we wrap it up here, as the sun sets on the Glenelg Lacrosse Club, we'll see you next week for the prelim final action at the Red Wings East Torrens Payneham Lacrosse Ground. Until the sticks are swinging next week, I've been Tony Watts, and we look forward to seeing you again.